Good evening, I'm Matt Mulcahy. You're watching NBC3 News at 11. The Liverpool School Board president and vice president started tonight's meeting by apologizing to the community. The meeting follows Friday's special meeting to talk about hiring an outside firm to help with the district's search for a new superintendent. Tonight, some neighbors called for transparency with current board members, and if they can't comply, then they feel some resignations should follow. Our Dale Ostrander was at the meeting, brings us to what was said tonight from Liverpool. Dale.
Well, Matt, former Liverpool board member Katie Roberts called for the resignation of the board president and vice president for what she claims is them holding meetings behind closed doors. Now, other board members did not go as far as to wanting the resignations, but say they want transparency and unity going forward for the board. The board meeting started off with an apology from the Liverpool School District's president, Nicholas Blaney, and vice president, Jacina Brissett.
I took an action which I now know is outside of my very limited scope of duties as a board president. I never, ever intend to go outside of that strict, limited scope.
Moving forward, I am committed to making better choices and continuing to work hard for this district.
Both apologized for the video CNY Central first shared last Friday, showing the two taking down and throwing away the former superintendent's plaque. That video stayed behind doors until CNY Central obtained it, but former board member Katie Roberts alleges that more is going on behind the scenes. In the public comment period, she alleged that two meetings took place behind closed doors where resolutions were shared without the public in attendance, which goes against open meeting laws.
Was legal counsel sought for these meetings? If so, did they approve of these actions? If they did, they should be fired. If legal counsel was sought and counsel was not followed, board leadership should resign.
Others in attendance called on resignations.
Because of your acts, I request that both Mr. Nick Blaney and Mrs. Jacina Brissett resign their positions from this board immediately. If they refuse, then I ask the rest of the board to stand up and move to impeach and remove them both.
Fellow board members want the board president and vice president to be transparent about their actions going forward.
Communication amongst the board needs to improve, and last-minute motions made at the board table for vote need to cease.
In the name of transparency, I must tell you that there was never a purpose to redo the lobby. There was never a purpose until that plan was created to justify a lapse in judgment and make it look like they were doing something good.
Now, we asked the current board president if he had any response for what the resignations that were asked upon him and if he was holding meetings behind closed doors, but he felt that his response at the beginning, his statement at the beginning of the meeting justified what he wanted to say. Reporting live in Liverpool, I'm Dale Ostrander.
Well, thank you, Dale. We'll appreciate you following that controversy tonight.